What's going on today? That I'm gonna be cooking it up like I do. Say that wrist action. You know what I'm saying? We do the reviews and the wrist action. Today is the wrist action. You know, so probably gonna hear my voice, but you ain't gonna see my face too much because I'm about to mount that camera and get this started. Go ahead, what I got here is salt meat, people. Salt meat, I gotta boil it up like normal or whatever. Last time you seen me use the salt meat, I put it in beans. I couldn't find what I wanted for my cabbage, so I'm gonna put it in my cabbage. I was really looking for some smoked neck bones, but I'm gonna use the salt meat out. It's gonna taste just as good regardless. So let's go ahead, and I could chop it up to pieces and throw them in a pot and let them boil, but we'll break them up later. Here's what I got right here, pork chops. I'll go ahead and season these bad boys up and let them marinate a while until I start messing with my cabbage, because when my salt meat is done, I'm gonna go ahead and start on this. So I'm gonna let this marinate in the seasoning and everything like that. Meat tenderizer, gonna do it. Cabbage. Throw some cayenne in there. Paprika. Celery salt, not much. I use Worcestershire sauce for almost everything. Yeah. Put that together. Throw my garlic powder up in there. I'm gonna let this sit on the side. I'm gonna use that bacon also in my cabbage. A lot of people want to put the grease and everything like that. That bacon makes its own grease, its fats or whatever, and give that flavor to that cabbage. So I'm not even going to use any grease. I'm going to just use the flavoring from this bacon. Gotta put that onion up in there with that bacon. Put that I cut it up frozen, as you can see, because it's easier to get into the little pieces I like. When that bacon is loose and unthawed out, it's stringy and all this other good stuff. So it's already cut into the little cubes, so once it thaw out and start breaking up, it's gonna be already cubed up. That onion, get the chopper. Go ahead and throw them onions in there. Forgive the sounds of the bags of my gloves. I like to use gloves when I'm cooking. Get this cabbage cut up, man. Cut the back of that thing off. Don't use that. Like some little steak, like them shredded real well. All my cabbage chopped up. I'm gonna wait till my onions and bacon simmer down or whatever and break up. Then I'm gonna add my cabbage and my seasoning. start to mix it up and start to brown it up. And now you'll see what it's looking like next. The last little bit of garlic, I use a lot of garlic. I'm gonna go ahead and add that to the bacon. And the onions already put up in there. This is about, I don't measure. I don't like measuring. I don't know, I just like the eyeball. It always comes out like I want it to come out, so it's not too bad. But that's about, I say about 2 tablespoons. As you can see, my bacon, my garlic, and my onions are starting to, you know what I'm saying, rev up. It's almost time to change this water. Pour it out, rinse them off, put some fresh water up in there and start boiling again. Go ahead and see. As you know, like I said, cutting it while it's frozen, an angle comes out to the right size pieces that I need, and it makes it a whole lot easier. So I'll slowly add my cabbage. One thing y'all gotta know about cabbage, it's made mostly of water, so you can't cook it too long as far as frying it down, because you're gonna end up with nothing. It's like technique, you gotta know when to add some more. Well, most people might add water, but I always add chicken broth into my cabbage, almost anything. I don't like using water for virtually anything I cook. So, just at the right time, I'm going to add my chicken broth and then cover it up and just let it cook like that. But looks like a lot, don't it? One head of cabbage. Still got some right there. When it all cooked down, it might be like a half a pot of cabbage. Clean off my station with the disinfectant wipe. What I'm gonna do is put all my cabbage up in there. I'm gonna add a little bit of seasoning to it. You know what I'm saying, before it cook all the way down there, not much, because you're not gonna get the full flavor regardless. You gotta still mix it up all together to make sure that you get that cabbage on top to the bottom to make sure everything get cooked. And I'm gonna add a little bit of seasoning. And now, the cayenne, not much. Onion powder. Onion powder. Like I said, I add Worcestershire sauce to about everything. To about everything. I'm gonna add more seasoning to this later on, but like I said, when the bottom start cooking, that's when you start to flip them. I don't know if you can tell already, but it's already going down. It was pretty much up to here. I probably should have brought out that big boy pot. It would make it easier, but kind of stubborn. I figured one head of cabbage would be good enough, but I'm getting it along. Added more water to this. Rinsed off the meat. Added more water. Don't just add more water to it, because you're gonna be adding it to salty, a little bit of salty water. Just pour out all the water. Just, rinse off your meat again. Add some fresh water. It's the second go around. Third time around, what I'm gonna do is, it's gonna be the last time, I'm gonna boil it again for the last one, and add my smoked, liquid smoke to that last boil of water, so I can have that smoke flavor into that salt meat. And of course, it's gonna bring that flavor to my cabbage. The cabbage gonna cook down, it's starting good already. Start flipping it. Everybody, the third final boil of the salt meat. So like I told you before, I'm gonna add some of the smoke flavor into the salt meat for the final boil. You can have that flavor up in there, and I add it to my cabbage. It's gonna be on point. Yep. I know you hear it. Okay, now you turn this pot off. That was the last boil for the salt meat. Pour the water out. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna let it cool off on this back stove right here before I cut them up into little pieces and add it into my cabbage. What we got here is my pot for the meat because it's time. It's time. Add a little olive oil to the bottom of my pan so I can brown my pork chops. See if I can get this thing started. So I've been having this pork chop marinating for a while. As y'all know, what I'm gonna do is go ahead and brown them. I'm gonna brown these pork chops up. I'm gonna rinse out my bowl. And I'm gonna take them after I brown them, put them back in the bowl. Add my flour, my seasoning, make a little small roux. Add them back into that as you're gonna see. You'll see what it look like. As you can hear, meat's still browning. What I got over here is my salt meat. I'm about to cut them up or break them up. Still kind of hot, but you can see I cut them up into my little pieces. Go ahead and add them even with the bone for the flavor. Mix it so I can get that flavor of that thing at the bottom. Can you see it? I don't know if you can see it now, but let me get back to my meat. I'm gonna add that to that. I'm gonna go ahead and taste what I need to add because I did add a little seasoning earlier. Throw some more celery salt in there. Put some of that celery salt. I'm going ahead and throw some more Tony's up in there. I did tell you guys I was gonna have to add some more seasoning to it. And it needs a little bit more of a kick. So, cayenne pepper. Cayenne. So, I'm gonna leave it as such. Stir those seasonings around up in there. Let that cook. What I got now. But I need to take my brown meat out. As you can see, I got a few juices and drippings at the bottom. That's what I want to add my flour to and my onions to. Let's check up on this cabbage. How y'all think it's looking? I don't know if y'all can see it. Y'all think it's looking. As y'all can see right now, the cabbage is done. Just waiting for this meat to get right. And then I'm gonna be plating. Leave the meat uncovered so the juices and everything can go down a bit. And that cabbage, meat.